Hello everyone, Jarath here. Today we're going to try and obtain the mystic skill Guardian Palm. And where we want to start is Thousand Buddha Village. This village has been decimated by fire, so if we check out the map, head to the northern part of Jinghe, and it's one of those lost chapters that we're going to do today. So you can take the boundary stone over here and head east. And once you arrive there in that location, you'll see a massive big tree that's been burnt, and there'll be a night dream monk. Talk to the monk, and that pretty much starts the lost chapter. So exhaust the dialogue.
It consumed and
I don't believe in any of that.
then perhaps
The dialogue will lead to an
You're
agree
the
option
traveler.
or decline.
Would you
Obviously hit
help
agree,
me?
and you'll help the monk on his quest.
Thank you.
At
Would
this
you
point, we need
please
to
take these
go into
ritual
3
items?
separate locations, but relatively close by, to perform some rituals. The first one we're going to head to is Jingsa, then offer the perfect incense, and then Shiyanku. Next to the ritual stone where you do the Jingsa ritual, there is a black stone in which you can receive an anecdote. So let's check out the map and see where we are in relation to the other rituals where we need to go. So here's the Jingsa, and we only need to go probably about 100 meters to each one, all within that burnt village. So let's start the ritual for Jingsa. And if you find these videos helpful in any way, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share with a friend if they need this quest. So that's the Jingsa ritual done. Let's head over to the perfect incense one now. And time to perform the ritual for the perfect incense. And now let's head over to the Shiyanku ritual, where we'll perform the last ritual and then go to talk to the monk again. Okay, let's head back to the monk, start a dialogue with him, and he'll prompt
Thank
you
you,
into going
traveler.
into a deep sleep.
The hungry ghost. Traveler, would you dream a dream?
Dream? What?
A dream that frees beings from suffering, yet cannot be spoken. Please, rest a while. You're awake, traveler. They're on their way.
So now that we've talked to the monk, we head over to the procession that is walking down the hill, and you wait for the procession to stop, and then you got to pick up a lantern that's there on its own and walk along with the procession again, carrying the lantern.
Master, what is
So
this?
talk to the monk,
Who
and
are
then
these
he'll tell you to pick up a
These are
lantern.
the souls of Thousand Buddha Village, to be reborn, but trapped here for years. But on this path to rebirth, a lantern bearer is missing.
Please hold the lantern for us.
Sacred hosts, return! All beings of the 6 realms shall go beyond.
So now that you're walking along with the procession, the idea is you walk around that big tree in the middle and then head to a ceremony which is out the front of a burnt down house or church. And along the way, you'll see some of the souls of the dearly departed that died in the fire.
Should Father be home
I'm going
by
to speed
now?
up the video a bit,
Shall
and
we
just
go to the
up until the
temple
point
to find
where
her?
you stop in front of the shrine. So now we're closer to the shrine, and there's a large gathering. So what you do is you walk up to the crowd and just sort of muscle your way through the crowd.
A sincere heart brings miracles. Now, I must be more sincere.
Now this part you're supposed to investigate what once took place here in the temple, but there's nothing actually there to actually interact with. You just sort of walk around for a bit and the crowd continues on with their dialogue. Just going to speed up this part of the video as it goes on for a few minutes. So now that we've sped it up, there's the guy that was on his knees praying before, and he's collapsed down to the ground. Eventually the crowd stops chanting almost there, and it fades to black, and then you gotta chat to the Night Dream monk again.
This is how it ended. They became obsessed. What they sought, they couldn't have.
But among the countless beings in this world, why is it only this village that can't rest in death?
For this, you'd have to
And
weather
again, the monk
divine
gets you to carry the
punishment
lantern
or
again
cruel
as part of the procession.
coincidence. The fire Be careful, traveler. The wind grows hotter as we go deeper. I remember the day before the fire fell. Miao Shan called out from beyond the village. Some broke free from their obsessions and followed him. Those who remained felt this wind.
We don't need to travel far until we reach a fiery blaze, and then you're supposed to lead these villagers through the fiery blaze, and that's kind of where these ghosts kind of pass on and disintegrate. So here we put the lantern down and talk to the monk again.
Traveler, this is where the fire fell. Their hatred, and they were obsessed because they refused to see clearer. All karma arose from fire. All things flow, never still. Form to void, void to form. The wheel grinds on.
And this is where you walk into the fire to lead these ghosts to a fiery demise again. And the map icon's just there. It's only just about 50 meters away, but it is a slow walk. So once you reach the icon, these spirits basically turn into white little glowing orbs, and you go up to the monk
Master,
where the orbs are
those
and
village
talk to the monk
Fire
again
has burned
and
until today,
exhaust the dialogue.
and only now has it truly ended. Man comes into this world with nothing and leaves with nothing.
And once we're finished talking, we just have to follow
They can
the
find
spirits. So off we go, follow the white orbs. So about 200 meters away from where we need to be. And speak to the monk
Thank
again
you for lighting
until
the
he's
way,
finished his
traveler.
dialogue, and
These are
then
their tablets.
interact with the
Burn
gravestones
them,
there.
and the calamities of their lives will vanish like smoke.
Really? You think I'm the one to do this? Why don't you do it yourself?
How can one who guides others guide oneself?
Now that the old monk is gone, you'll wake up and be greeted by two younger monks, basically begging to not be told that they were late to the shrine. And from here, you actually end up with Guardian Palm. But if you actually want to complete the quest completely, you have to talk to those two young monks, and then it completes the lost chapter. And just FYI, to let you know that it costs about 30 vitality to use the skill as well. So make sure you're handing in those oddities at the oddity collector in Xinghe and Kaifeng. And that should boost your stats to use the skill. Now for those that couldn't remember where we were, just northern part of Xinghe in Thousand Buddha Village. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to support the channel by just simply liking and
you're finally
subscribing
awake. You wouldn't
to
wait
the
no matter
channel
how we
as
called.
well.
We
And I
almost
hope
started
to see
chanting
you
the
in the
Rebirth
next
Sutra
video.
for you.
Thank you very much. Jarath
Sleeping.
out.
Wait, who are you?
We're monks hired by nearby villagers to perform rituals. They say a fire once burned here and killed many people. The resentment is still in the... We just arrived here when a thick fog appeared. Everything was obscured. We finally found this place and saw you sleeping under the... Strange, though. I've never heard of the Thousand Buddha Vale being foggy. Anyway, young wanderer, since you're fine, you should go. Don't delay our... Hey, young wanderer, when you leave, please don't tell anyone we were late.